Hey, what's happening, spectacular spider friends? Welcome back to Spider-Man on the PS4. We're rocking the Iron Spider suit armor.
Oh, yeah.
And today we are going to be doing all of the Hammerhead boss, the base things.
Boss bases.
Rocking this armor. So make sure you guys smash that like button. And reminder that you have to do this along with random crimes in order to unlock the Ninja Clan / manga Spider-Man costume, similar to what we had to do with the Scarlet Spider costume. So it's going to be probably a few days before we get to show it to you. But pretty much these little, hideouts where the bad guys are, I would say it's very similar to what we saw with the Demon Clan, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Scary face guys. Yeah.
Scary face.
And thankfully there's only a couple of these bases, so I don't see this lasting too long.
Yeah, I just have a question. It could be the question of the day, but I have a question. When Hammerhead, needs to repair something around the house, does he go out and get a hammer, or does he just use his head?
He probably just uses his head. But anyway, in the comment section below, tell us your favorite gang in the Spider-Man universe.
MJ, made it into one of Hammerhead's operations.
Did we?
It looks like a distillery, but it's gotta be a front. I'd put my money on smuggling, like illegal weapons or fancy gangster hats.
You mean fedoras? I think that might almost be worse than the weapons.
Hey!
Let me know what you find.
Fedoras, right.
I own a fedora. I love it.
You own one?
Yeah, my dad gave me one.
Where is your fedora? Is it in a basement somewhere?
Yeah. Boom!
You're done.
So you're basically Indiana Jones then, Luke?
He gave it to me, because I was gonna show up at, it was either a high school party or something as indie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because, I'm 80s kid at heart, so...
Totally.
I wasn't gonna fit in with everybody else in their weird costumes. I didn't end up going.
That should be a t-shirt. Grew up in the 90s, 80s kid at heart.
See, I didn't get to do anything fun until I was with Amber, because the girl who was supposed to go with me stood me up and went with somebody else. So I just ended up going to Blockbuster and renting a bunch of games, and I was still wearing the 40s look.
You were still in your outfit.
Yeah. She called me and told me that, she wasn't going to go, and then I found out from a friend of a friend that she went with somebody else. Yeah.
Well, you should have, shown up and been like...
I never understand why people, always talk to me about love advice. It's like, with Amber, I got super lucky.
Oh, stop.
And pretty much every cheesy thing that I could think of in the dating world and all the romantic comedies that I watched for material, I used every single one on her. And it worked. Because she's special.
I'm special.
Yeah, but I need a new fedora, though, because it's kind of, messed up. I don't even know if you can get them anymore.
There you go. So, relationship advice...
I look like Al Capone.
Date a girl who's never doesn't have TV at home, and then use every TV line on her.
You're like a rarity, though. All right, let's get this fool. Look at he's walking in slow motion. With a not so bright look on your face. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Nope.
You're just not very observant.
I am super observant.
Hey,
we're talking about fedoras.
It's one thing to watch all those 80s TV shows and 90s.
It's another thing to live it.
It's another thing to live it and use the lines wisely.
I would probably botch the lines now, but I used to be an expert in cheesy pickup lines.
Yeah.
And just bringing flowers and all this other stuff.
I mean, I did, the person I was kind of dating before, well, just a few dates before you, they did try some weird lines on me, and I didn't really, it wasn't the same, I think it was your delivery.
It's all in the delivery.
Because, alright, well, I was, out with that one person, Zach, and, and I remember we were getting ice cream, and the napkin floated over to me because there was wind. And he said, "Oh, lucky napkin," or something. I said, "Oh, it must like me," or something. And he's like, "Oh, lucky napkin." I was just like...
That's a weak line.
Oh, that was kind of yeah. I was like... Yeah, you had some good lines.
I had some good lines, yeah. Uh-oh, big boy. Big boy's here. Let's put on his big boy shoes. Big boy pants. Horrible haircut. How'd I do that? It's called spider magic. You just have to be around for when the trick happens and then boom. Alright, I'm noticing, some differences between this and the Asian, like, demon gang thing.
Yeah.
These guys are no slackers.
Oh, these guys are actually... These guys know what they're doing here.
I mean, this is actually a little challenging.
They don't have weak delivery lines.
I like their thug banter. I think it's pretty cool. Whoa, 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 whoa! But they're better shots than the stormtrooper, like, demon guys. I think it's because they're using the sable weaponry. Also, people, too, just a quick reminder that this save file that we did the DLC on, this is not our maxed out save file. That means...
parties in here? You should totally throw parties in here!
No, throwing parties in here would be bad. It's too dank.
Inside a warehouse? And what is up with parties these days? My gosh, you just sit around and talk? There's nothing there.
Isn't that what party... I got invited to one party in my life, and everybody just sat in the corner. Guys were on the opposite side of the room, and girls were on the opposite
so
side.
Lame.
And people were just drinking and, like,
so
eating
lame.
chips. Yeah, it wasn't really fun. But, yeah, before I forget, so, this save file, we are missing a ton of gadgetry and power-ups, and our webbing isn't as strong as the other one. So, you guys need to keep an eye out for the glitch that we ran into. I'm sure they patched it by now, but we had a problem when we first started. So that's why it kind of looked like I knew what I was doing the first, probably, I would say 10-15 minutes of the, you know, Spider Watch guy level. But after that, everything else was blind. So, I mean, this stuff happens. Our friend Abdallah actually just came into a game-breaking Pokemon glitch.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Oh! Ooh, that's what I get for running my mouth. Alright, so things haven't been going the best since you guys have lost seeing me.
Yeah.
Big boy is giving me problems.
We've been here for a while.
And I've decided that I'm probably going to end up, just because you guys have seen, like, the previous waves, we're going to end up, like, hopefully not making this too much of, like, a sloppy editing job, but who knows.
Eh.
Oh,
Hey, Pete.
hey, MJ.
Just working on my piece and wanted to check in. Did you find out what they're using that distillery for?
No sign of big smuggled in fedoras, just big illegal currency printers.
Ow. Ow!
I'll be in touch in no time.
You know, she has the worst timing.
Yeah, she's just like me. When you're right in the middle of a giant battle, I start talking about what I did today.
Sometimes it's cute. It all depends. I mean, Arkham, it never bothers me, but Spider-Man, he has to, like, dodge stuff, whereas Batman does, like, a powerful counter. And like I said, I love the gadget integration better in Arkham because I can, at the same time as throwing a Batarang, like, right before the Batarang hits, I can throw, like, a freeze grenade and get a bunch of guys stuck together. Then, after I knock down, like, maybe 4 or 5 guys, I can leap in the air and throw Batarangs to knock them all out, which leaves it less one-on-one battles, is what I'm experiencing right now, and I'm not really good at switching between those, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to be able to take on all these guys at once, I need to have more variety in my weapon stuff. See, it's just sloppy going to the wheel. I don't like it.
Spider-Man is faster, but he has lower defense than Batman.
Well, I mean, they couldn't make this game too much like Arkham. So, I mean, the gadget wheel has to be different. And for what it is, I mean, it works okay, but I'm still saying that just based on all the Arkham games I played, I've been playing Arkham games since 2009, not 20. That would be 2011 was 2009.
2055, 2099.
Well, 2011 counts as in the 20s. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
does.
2018 right now.
Yeah. Woohoo! Ooh, missiles. Why did it have to be missiles? Final wave!
Final wave! Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Whee!
Yeah, I mean, reality, first of all, I know, like, I don't know, it's just weird that some people are like, how could you guys compare this to Arkham? First of all, we weren't the people that compared it to Arkham. It was all the other people that did.
A lot of YouTubers that are really bad at this, worse than me, compared it more to Arkham than I did.
Yeah.
I held my tongue.
And secondly, if you really think about it, after playing this game for a long time,
look at all the bazooka guys. Continue.
This game, along with that other Spider-Man game, I can't remember which that. Oh yeah, tons of bazookas. Oh my gosh.
Ah! It's all one at a time, though. You see what I'm talking about, though? Like, I would have cleared this room out and gone to the next wave by now because I have lots of ways to engage enemies, at once. You know?
I feel like there's a very, like, limited number of games that are like...
Spider arms!
Like, in the same category as this kind of combat. Arkham, the 3 Arkham games, this game, and maybe one other Spider-Man game all have this same kind of combat, maybe?
Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man. I would say all those 5 games together have this combat system.
Although this combat has been evolving a lot since the 2000 Spider-Man game.
And they all evolve off of each other, yes. Good job.
Oh, that was actually kind of intense. MJ.
Phew, fumes are starting to get to me.
What fumes?
Should get over to the office before I pass out.
Wait, this is a chemical plant? No wonder I didn't like it here. It's creeping me out.
I mean, when you play a Lego Spider-Man game, you're not gonna have... Well, there is no Lego Spider-Man game.
There needs to be a Lego Spider-Man game.
But I'm saying you're not gonna be countering people and doing all this stuff. This kind of combat is only in those 5 games that I mentioned, so it is in a category all of its own.
I'm just saying, for the second game...
No money, no beer, but ledgers that prove they're counterfeiting. And an Hey, MJ.
Whoops.
Just wrapping up.
What do you got for me?
I
Stuff.
found a paper trail tying Hammerhead to this place for your article. And there's something else. An encrypted file. Seemed important, so I copied it. Sending it your way.
Pete, this is incredible. Thank you. I'll see what I can get out of this file.
Sweet. Okay, so... Now, let's go to... Wait, why is the other Hammerhead base is not showing up? That's kind of weird. Whee!
Yay!
I just like web-slinging.
Yeah,
Alright.
no, I just got distracted because I had somebody calling me.
Yeah, you got some creepy stuff happening on the phone. But you didn't have the ringer on, so no distractions. High five.
Yeah. Yay!
Mental high five, yeah. Alright, so...
Headbutt?
Yeah,
No.
first impressions. I don't like the Hammerhead base levels because literally every enemy that we've encountered in the DLC is back. The only thing missing is the big fat minigun guy, which I hate those guys. You know, the tubs of fun with the giant machine guns?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like those guys. They were a DLC edition with Black Cat. And the new enemy that I don't like from the Turf Wars, I'm noticing they're adding a new enemy type every DLC. I don't like the shield rocketeer guys. They're annoying to avoid, and it's not just avoiding them. You have to watch out for the, you know, fire trail or electricity trail they leave behind after they, you know, charge at you like Rhino style.
Yep.
So, I mean, it adds another dimension of you gotta really watch yourself, Webhead. And I'm not a very,
Going down.
pay attention type of guy.
Hey, MJ. I'm in an old speakeasy crawling with Hammerhead's goons. Wanna guess what they're protecting?
Points if you know what a
Probably more
speakeasy
than
is.
just an expired liquor license.
Yeah.
Find anything that'll tell us more about his operation.
10-4. Spidey out.
I tell you, I ain't never seen
Oh, that's too perfect. Lights out! Because, you know, I dropped the lamp.
That lamp is not lit anymore.
Spider-Man's not been here. You didn't pay your electric bill.
Oh,
That's
that
what you
guy-
get.
Oh, the guy who was talking, the lamp fell on him. I see.
Whoops!
Chandelier.
Well, oh well. We're spotted.
Oops.
Hiya! That guy got some serious airtime.
I'm just wondering what kind of people are going to be coming down to an underground
Speakeasy?
Oh, it's a what? Like a speakeasy or something?
Yeah, it's a speakeasy. Gangster
But-
talk. Yeah.
But I thought speakeasies were only during the Prohibition era,
Well,
20s.
yeah, but they're
I
they're
guess-
saying it's a hidden speakeasy.
Oh, so it's like an old one. Yeah.
It's a really nice place. I mean, you didn't really go places like this in the main game. I mean, you know, it's a really nice, well, it was a nice
It
establishment.
was nice until you started destroying it, Luke.
I know. Well, Spidey is a person that loves destruction.
It's like he doesn't respect thugs or something.
No, but I mean, I know that I'm a little critical on this game, but people have to understand who watched our series. I do like this game. I think it's a great superhero game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best. I think there can be a lot of improvements. If you want to beat Arkham, then you need to improve the combat to be able to engage multiple enemies at once. Like, when you knock them down on the ground, like knock like a couple down, you need to have ways of incapacitating them, not 2 at a time, like 4 or 5 at a time, because you're actually getting more enemies that are coming after you with bazookas and machine guns. You need a faster way to handle the situation, and that's what Batman does in combat that Spider-Man does not.
Yep. And besides just like, only thing Spider-Man has to handle that is his like web flower or whatever it is, blood blossom.
I should have used web blossom, but I don't think. I kind of like using the spider arms with the Iron Spider because that's his thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like web blossom is a super move. He should be able to handle multiple enemies without the super move. Like there should be a way that he can handle them without using the super move.
I think web blossom should be like for the next game. It should be like a type of special move that you can do after getting a combo boost, like the Batman games.
Yeah,
I think that would help out a lot. And I think that the electricity should be like an ability because I just love shocking bad guys. It's great. It's fun. It's electrifying. I get a real charge out of it.
I am shocked that you would say that, Luke.
No, you're not. I love the fact that, you know, there's different web stuff you can do. Like the impact webbing pushes people against the wall and sticks them to it.
Yeah.
But I also another big improvement that I want is when you are doing stealthy things. Oh, giggle water. Yeah, that's a prohibition thing. Giggle water.
Oh, okay. That guy's weapons really freaked me out. The ones with
I hate the whip.
metal.
No!
Don't tell me. Hammerhead's baby photos? Did he always have the weird skull, or is that more of a recent thing?
No, it looks like Hammerhead's been collecting information on the cops.
She's so used to him.
Captain Watanabe.
Yuri?
What?
Why would Hammerhead care about her in particular?
There's digital clippings here. Watanabe got her first big win by taking down a ring of Maggia traffickers.
Whoa.
She joined the force with a very specific goal in mind.
So she's always headed in for the Maggia. I wonder why.
I'm not sure.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I can tell there's a story here. I'll let you go. Back to work for us both.
He working.
Dang it!
Spider-Man and Mary Jane are always working.
Like us.
Pretty much.
I mean, oh, come off it! Rocketeer. That's what you get for being you and ugly.
Wow, Luke, you're hurting not only his body, but his feelings as well.
Oh, did you see I just evaded the whippy arms of death?
That was amazing, Luke.
It's because I was in the middle of like a takedown move.
You evaded the death whippy.
Alright, let's try to lure these guys to where, Oh, come on!
Oh, wow.
That thing has like an abnormal long reach.
Yeah, it's like a magic weapon. It's ridiculous.
Don't like magic weapons. What? No respect!
Oh, no, he's...
How'd I do that? It's called Kablamo.
Doesn't feel like they really want to teach you respect, though. It's more like they want to destroy you.
Yeah, they're not the nicest guys. So one move that we're missing from our repertoire right now, if you're wondering, is the ability to throw the rocket back.
Oh, okay.
Also, our combos are very limited compared to our 100% file, where we spent all that time, I believe that this save file was only about 50% through the story. So, I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage.
But, anyone know where I can find the office with the secret documents?
No, I don't know, Spidey. So I'm trying to incorporate some strategy here, taking out, like, the bazooka guys and the Rocketeers. Ow.
Yeah.
But it's not really... Unlike me, who's playing, like, Goku, and, fighting everybody one at a time. Haha.
Yeah.
These guys are all ganging up at once, and they're incorporating teamwork, which is pretty impressive for thugs. I would say that the thug AI in this game, I think it's a lot smarter than Arkham. Aside from, remember those ninja types?
Yeah.
The ninja types, there's no telling the ninjas are annoying and they
Ninja.
counter, and you know, these guys are all working with one another to try to hit Spider-Man, and you know, whether it's the Rocketeer guys charging at me, and I don't know if they improved it just for the DLC or if it was always like that. I thought when we first started Spider-Man, it was kind of like the AI was a little dumb, but these guys, they could teach a school for AI bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. So, wait.
Yes?
So but I thought you said the AI, like, they don't really pay attention when, like, it doesn't matter if you're stealthy or not to them. That's kind of annoying about them.
Ooh! That was fun.
You're saying the AI is good in this game, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least in combat like this. I mean, they're annoying.
In the combat, yeah.
They're annoying in stealth.
Yeah.
Bye, Mr. Shield Guy. The only Shield Guy is Captain America. You're Captain Poser. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Ooh! I don't think so. Oof. See, I'm trying to keep these guys engaged with other weapons in my arsenal. Like, I rely on the electric webbing a lot because I can sometimes get lucky and get a group of them, which gives me time to set up, like, trying to take them all out at once.
Oh, okay.
There we go. At least, there we go. Oh, quiet you!
Shame they destroyed so much of this place. It's actually really nice.
It was really nice.
It is pretty nice. I mean, the floors are still good. You just have to replace the furniture. A couple throw pillows.
Really, a lot of throw pillows. Oof. Yeah, we seriously did a number on this place. Even the carpeting got stained.
Oops.
I would say probably about $4,000 or $5,000 worth of damage. Oh, come on!
What?
This is just getting excessive!
What is going on?
That's actually pretty smart security, though.
Yep.
Like, have a guy, like, hanging out in a secret room.
Totes.
MJ, I got it. Hammerhead was laundering his counterfeit cash through here, with the help of some less than legit gambling operations. I've also got another encrypted file for you.
Solid work, Pete. I'll add this all to my piece right now.
Awesome, MJ. Thanks.
Okay. So that base is done. Let's see, how many are left now? Oh, over there was a demon base that we did during the story. You see how to like a blue tint to it or whatever? Blue base.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hammerhead.
Yeah, I saw that place.
And you can actually go back and, once you get to the main story or whatever, you can revisit and try to get a better score, taking out the demon stuff or redoing Taskmaster challenges or Screwball or whatever.
Cool.
But I have a feeling the Screwball stuff is going to be super annoying, and I do not want to see her come back for the final DLC in December.
Oh.
I also don't want to see Miles Morales as Arachnakid yet. I think it's too soon. Although I'm loving the banter.
I wish they would progress his banter story in the background where he's learning more. Because by the time he actually gets to be Spider-Man, he's not going to know anything. He should just practice on his own.
MJ, I made it to the business in Harlem marked on the map I saw in the bar with no name. Looks like a body shop.
Ah, yes. Nothing sketchy has ever happened at a Magia-owned body shop. See if you can dig up anything on Hammerhead's plans.
My thoughts exactly. I'll let you know what I find. It'll be easier to look around if I take these guys out.
Snipers. You're done. What did we talk about on the clock? Game of Thrones? Titans? Is Simpsons still a thing, or did Disney kill that now that they own it? They're gonna probably...
I don't know.
I think they're getting rid of the Simpsons finally.
I thought it was gone. Yeah, I thought it was ending.
Because they're doing some serious changes, like getting rid of Apu and all kinds of stuff. I want to see them do, like, Sweet Life the Animated Series. Or some... I don't know.
Wait, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Yeah, why not? Now it would be like the... They probably wouldn't be able to live in a suite because they'd have all that college debt, so it'd be like the dorm life of Zack and Cody, or the rent-controlled life of Zack and Cody.
Those kids have already gone, like, somewhat insane, though.
I know. Most child stars do. Fred Savage is the exception.
Yeah, I know. He still seems like he's kind of a normal. I mean, or at least he can still act like a normal person on camera.
Define normal. But show of hands, people. How many of you guys are gonna go see Once Upon a Deadpool? Just for the Fred Savage stuff. I'm taking Amber.
Apparently, I'm going.
It's gonna be funny.
And yes, it's not.
It's PG.
It's gonna be R-rated at this
PG-13.
point. I did want to see the Venom movie, but
I keep hearing good things about that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Venom, but you could always go see it.
well, I mean, I'm just trying to save up to go to something that we can see together.
I thought we were gonna go see Wreck-It Ralph. Like...
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph, or I thought there was another movie we were going to see.
Aquaman is...
Oh, Aquaman.
The only two superhero movies we're seeing in December is, Aquaman and Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
Usually we go, well, we don't see a movie, but, I mean, there is the Nutcracker in theaters.
Yeah.
Well, we could go, I mean, I like seeing that at the ballet, but...
Yeah. I did take you to the Boston Ballet to see that.
We don't really have a... We're not near Boston anymore.
No.
We're far away from New York City.
Skadoosh! See, that's the pain. That is the Rocketeer, but like...
I'm pretty
Mohawk.
sure we saw a better version of it in Boston, though, than they have in New York City, because I don't really think they have the dancing bear in New York City.
The dancing bear made it
The guy in a bear suit
yeah.
dancing around. That's why you guys gotta see it in Boston.
I can't think of
For
what
the
other...
bear.
Besides Wreck-It Ralph, I don't know what other movie... They don't really have any other Christmas movie. No, Wreck-It Ralph isn't a Christmas movie. I heard... And this might be a rumor, but I believe Nintendo told them to scratch the cameo for Mario in Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Oh, wow. Again with this?
I know!
Do they not always do that for
So Sonic is gonna have, like, more lines than he did in the first one.
I thought Mario was gonna be in the original one.
Like, it is mostly gonna be, like, a full-blown Disney thing with Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney princesses. Yeah.
Why would they... Why? Why would they scratch free advertising?
I don't know.
Unless-
I'm really surprised that Disney has not bought a game company yet.
Well, they tried to make their own game company.
What kind of benefits does Hammerhead give you
Oh,
guys? Paid lunches? Team bonding
They get
retreats?
bento boxes.
Disney Interactive.
Disney Interactive was not really a...
Hey, Pete. I have more
Not
for
now!
the leads.
Hit me! No, not you guys!
Okay.
Funny.
Hammerhead's weirdly obsessed with Watanabe. Ugh, I hate when guys get internet stocky.
Yuri?
Transfer records here. She's been jumping from precinct to precinct.
So the Magia weren't just the start of her career.
Oop.
She's made them her entire career.
Shocking.
You got it. She's been responsible for shutting down
Ow.
every shady Magia joint in town for a decade. It's pretty
Ruined a
amazing
good
to see, actually.
fun!
That's Yuri, all right.
They did.
She's like a bulldog. I think I'd like her.
You would. Thanks for the heads up, MJ.
No problem.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep looking into this. Talk to you later.
why is it that Mary Jane has no jealousy issues with Yuri at all?
Because she knows... Maybe she's comfortable in their relationship that she thinks Peter just...
But she has problems with Felicia.
Well, I mean, it's Black Cat. Yuri and, you know, Yuri's not running around in a skin-tight outfit and, you know, flirting with Spider-Man. She doesn't like Spider-Man in that way, I think.
I guess.
As far as I know, I mean, I don't... There's been lots of Spider girlfriends. I don't know if Yuri's ever been involved in that club or
No,
not.
I mean, but I'm just... Never mind, forget it. I'm just saying... Never mind,
Whoops.
forget it. It doesn't matter.
Oh. We're in big trouble here. Whoa.
I'm just saying that people often get together with people they work with more than people that they're just dating, so... I'm just saying.
Well, you don't need to worry about
They
that.
spend tons of time together with somebody. I did worry about it when they were trying to set you up with all kinds of people to work with instead of me when you were first doing YouTube.
It's a minigun guy! Yeah, I thought that was a really stupid thing. I felt really uncomfortable when they did that. Especially when they had me doing, those collabs with, like, what was it? What was her name? Nuts!
I don't know.
I think I'd like her.
You would.
Yeah, you probably
Thanks
would.
for the heads up, MJ.
No problem. I'm gonna keep looking into this.
How has
Talk to you later.
Mary Jane never met Yuri before when they live in the same town? And she works journalism, Yuri works detective stuff.
Skull in prison.
Mary Jane supposedly works big stories that the police are involved in, but she's never met Yuri.
Well, she worked big well, no, she didn't work big stories when she first started. Because of all that stuff, you know how fast, like, Gordon got promoted in Gotham? Well, pretty much she got assistant editor when she helped, like, uncover the biggest story of the decade, which was Martin Lee being Mr. Negative, so she got promoted real fast. Before she was just doing fluff pieces for Robertson. Like, remember she was covering, like, the, what do they call it?
I can't remember.
And then that story led to something else.
Oh yeah, she was just covering, like, grand openings of places and stuff.
Yeah, small stories. Kind of like how Perry White wanted Clark to just, do, you know, happy pieces on, like,
Oh yeah, that
stuff.
theater's getting shut down and different things like that.
Actually, no, he brought him in to be a sports guy, because Clark used to play football or something.
Yeah,
I think I've had about enough.
I think in real life and in the show. Or, well,
Yes,
yeah,
he was a... Dean Cain was a football player, or...
I think, well, I mean,
college football player.
I was just... Yeah, I believe he played football in college. In fact, I think he actually went in... He was more concentrating on football than on acting, actually. That's what I read somewhere.
He got the audition, though.
I think he actually didn't think he was going to be an actor, but he ended up as one.
That's a cool takedown, though, you gotta admit. Like, where he takes that giant minigun and he's like, oh, you want to use this to hurt me? No. I don't like the Rocketeers. If they come back in the next DLC, I am writing a very strong worded letter to Insomniac.
I feel like when you do Arkham Combat, you're like, it's methodical, you're just like in the zone.
I had too much fun with it.
With Spider-Man, it's like everything is like, for me, this would cause racing, like, thoughts, and, like, I would get anxious. It's just so fast that it's just crazy. Everything's coming at you at once, and it's just, like, it's not, you can't plan out your moveset, because everyone's coming at you so fast.
I mean, I can't add variety either. I would love to be able to, right now, shoot an impact web, and then quickly, as another group is approaching me, throw, like, a web bomb.
Oh, yeah, they don't have as much variety in moves as in Arkham.
No.
That's the other thing.
The web wheel is too sloppy. It doesn't work. It works for individual stuff.
That's the last of them. Now to see what's in the main office.
Woohoo! If only they could just copy Arkham's web wheel, but that would be wrong.
Yeah,
and they'd probably get sued.
No, they wouldn't get sued, but
Time for that performance
they would
review.
look bad.
they'd lose some originality stuff. Because remember, Spider-Man's combat's been evolving since the 2000 and Amazing Spider-Man games.
MJ, I found Hammerhead's plans to use this as a midway point for transporting Sable caches. I'm sending another encrypted file your way, too.
Great work, Pete. I'm going heads down on this article again. Talk soon.
Okay, so we've got to be nearing the end of all these Hammerhead bases. My arm's getting tired.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is probably the hardest combat that I've played in the entire game. Like, I mean, we've died a couple times. I'm gonna have to really do a chop suey editing job, which I don't really care. I'm hoping this video will be under an hour, but right now we're pushing about an hour. So, not too thrilled with that. Because remember, there's no checkpoints, so you literally have to start over when you fail. And what makes it so difficult is they throw everything and the kitchen sink at you. The whip guys are one of the most hated enemies, according to Reddit and other stuff. You know, the guys with the electro whips that are able to grab you and slam you into stuff.
Yep.
The minigunners, there have been some content creators that I know of that have complained about them, but as long as you can get a takedown on them right away, they're really not that big of a hassle.
Yeah.
But if you don't pay attention to them and the rocket guys, then you are seriously spider-hosed. So you gotta deal with them ASAP. Even if it's not gonna be as, you know, pretty, like combat-wise, you just get the job done and worry about, you know, the gameplay looking good another time, like a live stream or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so one more base remains. Please don't be super crazy.
Yeah, it does feel like this seems to be like a crazy difficulty level compared to the rest of the story. And
Well, I mean, I'm playing it on normal, but I didn't have this much trouble, especially, remember the thing where we were trying to save Black Cat's son? Or supposed son?
or yeah, imaginary son.
MJ, made it to Hammerhead's Upper East Side warehouse. I'm betting he doesn't ship his online shop orders out of here.
Lots of guys just casually wandering around?
Yeah, place is locked down, but not for long.
I'm ready for anything you find. Keep me in the loop.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I bet she's gonna run with this story and ruin Yuri's career.
I know, right?
I don't trust journalists. Even though I was one, I didn't trust myself. Actually, I
Well-
wasn't a bad one.
No, you weren't, but you saw lots of people that actually
Need
got,
some downtime.
you know, games early as long as they would make a favorable review about their
Oh, well, yeah, that's without it. You have to. Well, no, you don't have to. You could try to have some
integrity.
integrity. Yeah, I was gonna say artistic or integrity, and you know, hold your guns a little bit. And you know, based on how you word things, you could still make a video or you know a script sound good without it being like over fluff piece.
without lying, yeah.
No, not without lying. They omit stuff.
Yeah.
And here I thought you guys
Majority
would
of the
just use
people
this
that did the
warehouse to
review of
distribute
Spider-Man
Hammerhead's
and Red Dead
handmade
Redemption, they omitted things that weren't very good about the game.
So-
Only a couple publications even had it in there, and then they went a little bit too far and gave the game like a 6 or something. So there needs to be a happy balance. I don't think this game is a 6. I think it's right around a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
So, but some publications went really crazy with it. And there's a big misconception here, people. Look, Metacritic is not a game journalist site. It is a collection of scores from all publications. So the fact that this game, which is a big deal that it got like a 96%, which is the same as Arkham Knight, that is from a worldwide collection of scores. Metacritic is not just some press site. It is the press site that, like, basically houses together all the world scores for video games and other things.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to...
It's every score combined in the world, so...
Yep.
It can't be like, oh, that's just one site. No, that is all of them.
I was talking to some super obsessed Spidey fan on Twitter, and they were telling me, well, Metacritic is just one place. I'm sure Spider-Man's going to win Game of the Year. It's like,
What?
I think
Metacritic is every place.
I thought, ow. I thought that it could win Game of the Year, but then when I saw some of the contenders this year, I don't know. I mean, personally, I've only played Spider-Man. I didn't get a chance to play God of War and some of the other ones up on the list. I didn't play Red Dead Redemption because I kind of grew out of my cowboy phase. The only cowboys I would like is like Space Cowboys. If they make a Cowboy Bebop game, I would be down for that. It'd be like, okay, make a Red Dead Redemption, you know, free roaming game like Cowboy Bebop. I'm good. Let me explore the galaxy with Spike.
What you're doing while I talk at you.
Whee.
It seems like the captain, Yuri's, got some baggage.
Uh-oh.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Heal,
There's
Spidey.
some old police records here. Did you know she's a third-generation cop?
Huh. Runs in the family.
Kind of. Yuri's father was kicked off the force, convicted and imprisoned for accepting bribes.
Whoa.
Magia bribes.
He was dirty?
Dirty as they come. Looks to me like Yuri's trying to make up for her dad's mistakes and taking the Magia down in the process.
Heavy. No wonder she's going so hard on this.
Yeah. I know I'm supposed to be writing about the Hammerhead fronts, but this is pretty compelling stuff.
No.
Call me back soon.
Mary Jane is evil.
No.
See, this is why I don't like Mary Jane in this. She has no heart. She has no conscience. She has no empathy.
She's just trying to further her career.
It's just, she's just a career bot.
Career bot. I like
That's what I'm
that.
going to start calling people that are like
See,
that.
aren't the spider arms cool though? They do, when they work, they do like, think of them kind of like an attack buff, and they also have like a decent reach to them. The only problem is they last for about like 60 seconds. So I mean, when they come out, they do work pretty well.
You remember that episode of Lois and Clark where Lois discovered some stuff about Clark and Superman? And she asked Clark, do you think I found some really interesting information out? It would really further my career, but it might hurt someone that I love. What should I do? And then Clark's like, you'll know you can do the right thing. So, like, Clark actually ended up being a really good influence on Lois in that. where she actually originally started out with no conscience, and then Lois developed a conscience as she knew Clark more. I would like to see Mary Jane develop a conscience after she knows Peter more, but that's probably not.
She has known Peter more. They've been a couple, like, off and on for, you know,
then
8
if
years.
she hasn't developed a conscience by now, I don't have any hope for her.
The only past girlfriends that Peter has had in this universe, according to, like, you know, information about this game and the books and merchandise and stuff like that, he was with a girl from the Daily Bugle, which is probably Jameson's assistant, Betty something.
Yeah.
He was with Felicia for about a year or something after him and MJ broke up the second time.
Yeah.
And then he was with, I think, Liz Allen, and then he was with MJ again, off and on.
Well, the thing about...
You guys ever consider being
No
less
Gwen
obvious
Stacy.
in your crime doing?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels like if she is willing to say something about Yuri, who she knows is good friends with Peter, and she knows Yuri has done a lot to help people.
She's trying to thin the competition. No.
Maybe she's trying to, but
just
no,
furthering her
probably
career.
not. But I'm just saying, like, how does she know? What if she got dirt on Peter that she misunderstood, and she printed it and ruined his life, and then was like, oh, I printed the story, oops, I guess I was wrong about that. Now that I ruined your life. You know, like, that's why you should always give people the benefit of the doubt, like, first, before you start using them for your own career.
You're too nice, Amber.
I'm just a normal person. Everyone should be like that.
Nobody's normal anymore. People don't listen to their hearts anymore. They just...
Because
Me, I.
It should be human beings first, then corporations. It shouldn't... whatever.
And... Wow! Wait, that didn't... Kaplow! Ow. See? Stupid... How many guys are left? They giving me... There's not even a counter of how many people I beat down out of there. No. But I will say this, people. When you get to this point of the game, make sure you use, if you have it, you should have it, get the highest upgraded version of the Electro Web. And it'll make this somewhat better.
So you upgraded your Electro Web all the way up, then?
I did before we started, as best we could. It's still nowhere near...
you got the highest you could, yeah.
Yeah. It's nowhere near our regular file, which is awesome.
All right, that's one less warehouse full of Sable Tech for Hammerhead to use
Zappity
against me
zap
later.
lasts longer. So when you hit the guys, it's not just like, it's like...
This place houses a ton of
Thank
Sable
you for
server
illustrating that.
space. I hope Hammerhead
welcome.
hasn't gotten into it yet.
And then they're kind of dazed for a second, and you can deliver the beatdown on, like, a lot of them. What? It was a very necessary example.
Oh my
Time to
gosh.
collect.
Please be the last.
I'm done here. Sending you one last encrypted file and...
You don't have to. I already know what it's gonna say.
You do?
Hammerhead's not the only one who can get his hands on files he shouldn't have.
She's a hacker?
Yuri's been
Oracle.
disciplined lately. A lot.
They both have red hair.
Entirely focused on stopping Hammerhead and the Magia. She stopped following protocol. It doesn't look good for her.
Luckily, she's got people who have her back.
Yeah. Listen, Peter. This makes better copy than the Hammerhead friends.
No.
I've got to pitch it.
I know you do. I know.
Okay. I owe you one for these files. And I hope things work out for your friend.
They're
Thanks,
not
MJ.
now!
But how
too.
can they work out if you're stabbing her in the back?
Peter, seriously, have a backbone. Say, no, I have my spider senses going off. But anyway, people, that's it. That's all for the Hammerhead bases. We completed all of them. That just leaves Screwball, which we'll get to soon, I promise.
Wow.
All right, until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. Tell us what you thought about Yuri's secret, like, cop stuff and leading the way of her becoming the Wraith down the road. God bless and happy gaming.